Heather of sewheather.com. I have a personal style blog, and today I'm going to take you through a step-by-step video of how I style my hair. Hope you enjoy it. Okay, step one is I always brush my hair out with a pick, because if you use a brush to brush your hair out, you'll break your ends and it'll give you split ends, so I've always used a pick to brush my hair out with. And then I spray it with the Kerate's leave-in conditioner. This stuff is phenomenal. It leaves your hair feeling really soft and silky and smooth and gets rid of all the flyaways. Okay, and then the next step is I take a boar bristle brush. This is about a medium-sized brush, and I use this to blow dry my hair with. It leaves your hair with a lot of volume and it makes it feel really soft and smooth. Okay, I use the Super Solano hair dryer to blow dry my hair. Y'all, this blow dryer is absolutely amazing. It's high powered, it has high heat, so it blow dries your hair in half the time as a regular blow dryer. I don't go anywhere without it. I even take it with me when I travel. And then I also have the boar bristle round brush that I use, and I really lift it at the root, so I'm going to kind of show y'all here when I do that. You know, I lift it at the root, and then I take the blow dryer on high heat and apply the heat right here to the root, and then I let it cool, and then I let the brush down, and this really gives you the volume on top that everybody wants. Okay, so when I begin to curl my hair, I'll take a chunk of hair about 1.5 inches wide. And then I take the curling iron holding it vertical. This is the Conair curling iron from Target. It's only $25, by the way. And then I open the lever, and then I kind of smooth it down, and as I bring the hair through the curling iron, I just twist it. But the thing to remember is I leave the ends out here, and I don't curl it all the way at the top of the root. I leave it in for maybe 10 seconds, I let it go, and then I let the curl cool. That's really important because that's what's going to set the curl. Okay, so now that I've curled the bottom layer of my hair, I take out the clip that I had it sectioned off the top layer, and I just sort of let the top layer fall, and now I'm going to begin to curl the top layer. I always curl my bangs first, and I curl them away from my face. So I put the front of the curling iron towards the front of my face, and then I just curl it back, and I still leave a little bit of the end hanging out. And then I take out the curl, and I'm just going to let it sit and cool, because as I said before, that's really what's going to set the curl. So again, it's really important to keep the curling iron straight up and down. And then I really like to kind of smooth out my hair as I curl it. So I twist it and pull it. And again, leaving the ends out. And I'm just going to let it cool. And then I grab the back part of the crown. And then this is the only time I actually leave the curling iron horizontal. And I kind of go back in and curl the top of these sections in the back of my hair. Again, holding the curling iron up and down and leaving the ends out. This will be my last curl, unless I want to touch it up when I'm finished, which I do occasionally. Okay, the width of this Conair curling iron, $25 by the way, from Target, is 1 1/4 inches. And so this width works really well with my length of hair and my type of hair, because I like my curls to be really loose, sort of like beach waves. If you'd like your curls to be tighter, I would recommend going with a thinner curling iron, maybe a 1-inch barrel or a 3/4 inch barrel. Okay, now that I've curled my hair and I've let my curls cool, which I do, I let them cool for about 5 minutes, I'll take this teasing comb that you can get from CVS or Tom Thumb, and I tease just 3 sections of my hair. So I'll take this first section here, and I basically just comb down from the top to the bottom. And then I leave it, and see, it looks really silly, but I'll brush it out in a minute. And then I also take this hairspray, the Morocco oil hairspray, which is phenomenal, by the way. It doesn't leave a buildup on your hair. It's very luminous. It leaves it shiny, but it's flexible. So I just barely spray it, okay? And then I'll take this back section, and I'm going to tease that the same way I just teased that front section. So basically you just comb down, okay? And then I'll take the other side section on this other side and do the same thing, just up and down. And And it looks ridiculous, but I brush it out, so don't worry. And then I'll just take a little bit of the hairspray, and sometimes I'll just spray the curls. And then I'll kind of let it sit. And I look really scary right now, I know. Okay, so now I take the round brush, but here's what I want to say. If you want your curls to be tighter, then I would suggest combing out, brushing out the teasing part, okay? First, just barely take the round brush and brush over the top of the part that you just teased. You don't want to brush the underneath because then you'll just kind of undo the teasing that you just did, which gives you a lot of volume. So that teasing part is optional. If you don't want your hair to be voluminous and big, that's okay. You don't have to do that. So I would just skip the step of teasing. And if you don't want your curls as loose as I do, then I would just suggest just brushing your curls out with your fingers, just like this. Okay, but since I like mine looser, I use the round brush to kind of brush them out. And then I'll take the hairspray and kind of spray, you know, just kind of spray all over. And the good thing about this hairspray is you really can't use too much of it. And it's not drying at all because it has Moroccan oil in it, so it's actually really good for your hair. This is amazing. I'm going to link this for you guys as well. And then I kind of take my hand and put it underneath my hair and then spray the top to kind of give it that amazing volume. Now what I do, I kind of check the back to make sure the back looks good. And usually when I tease it, it usually looks pretty darn good in the back. So sometimes every once in a while I'll need to add a curl or two. So I kind of feel like I need an extra curl like right there. So I'll just grab this curling iron, add another curl, you know, same way I do before, and I'll kind of let it cool for a couple seconds and then I'll brush it out. Okay, this is a Sultra curling iron, and I occasionally use this one when I want my curls to be tighter. It's a wand curling iron, so you really use it in a different way. I'm going to show you guys in a second, but what I want to say about it is, you know, if you already have naturally wavy or naturally curly hair, then this curling iron is going to be sufficient for you. But if your hair is like stick straight and doesn't really hold curl very well, then I would suggest using the wand because it gives you a tighter curl that will last longer. Okay, so occasionally I'll take this curling iron, like when I'm going out at night or a special occasion or something, and if I just want to add a few extra curls to make it a little more wavy and curlier. So I basically hold the curling iron vertical just like I did the other one, and I also leave the end hanging out like this. And I leave it in for, 10 seconds or so. And then you just take it out and you leave the curl there and then you just let go. And then you let it cool as the ones before so that it's really sets. And usually I just kind of finger comb these out, or sometimes I will use the brush. But this is going to give you more hold, so you just really have to decide which curling iron would be best for your hair type. Okay, and then occasionally I'll have these little flyaways. I don't know if you can see them a little bit, but a neat trick that I learned is take some of the hairspray and just spray it on the tips of your fingers. And then just sort of, run them through your hair like that. And it kind of sets the curl, but it also takes away those flyaways. One last tip I wanted to share with you guys is this phenomenal marula oil. I put this on my hair every Sunday night when it's dry, and I sleep in it all night long. It's basically an oil mask that really leaves your hair feeling absolutely amazing, very moisturizing. And so I highly recommend using this once every week, especially if you have really dry hair. Okay, so here's the finished product. I hope the video was very helpful, and I hope you learned a lot. All the products I used today are linked below in my Shop the Post. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Have a great day.